Hello friends, Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again. Outsiders! Really finding this set intriguing. With what I'm seeing online, people getting really streaky cases. Mine overall, this is number 3 for me, so small sample size, but mine so far being really pretty consistent. One with 24 total Majestics, foil and non-foil. The other with, I guess that one landed at 23. Nah, 24 because of the cold flow, that's right. But then 2 legendaries in one box, 3 in one case, 3 in the other. This is just a really interesting replaced by cold foil. Got a cold foil majestic in one, cold foil legendary in the other. It's just intriguingly streaky. Let's see if we can keep this up and get another 3 legendaries, or one of those really ridiculous cases that are just super loaded, like multiple fables, tons of legendaries. Let's hit one of those. If I try really hard, I think I can open one. Yes, I know that's not how it works. Leave me alone. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Gotta get into a pack opening position. I was too comfortable there. The packs were not gonna open well in this setup. But no further ado, let's see how this case goes. And to the point where I'm really starting to, Death Touch is a great card, I'm really starting to fill in play sets of a lot of different stuff. As far as even the Majestics, really, I'm starting to see my play sets start to fill out. Ooh, there's a good start. It's one that I think I still needed another copy of. Shakedown. A very good Zuri specialization assassin majestic. That's a happy start. One of the better majestics in the set, I think. I don't know. What kind of fun are we gonna have? We're gonna have fun, regardless. That is for certain. Oh, right off the bat. That is a cold foil legendary Quiver of the Abyssal Depths. Right off the bat, we start strong with a cold foil legendary. Let's see, what's this one do again? I ever forget what all the different quivers. So it's an instant. So the quivers are cool. It's basically just a free extra piece of gear for a ranger. Pay 3, destroy it, shuffle 3 arrows with different names from your graveyard into your deck. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm not sure if it's the best one, but it's situationally, like if something's, you're getting late game, you can't just go grab 3 Remorseless. Or Red in the Ledger is the one I was actually picturing in my head. Much like getting content creators wrong. But you could go get a Red in the Ledger, a Remorseless, and Endless Arrow, or, you know, one of those old ones, or one of the new ones, Widowmaker. That's a fun card. One of the new ones, even. Like, there are lots of combinations. The one that I like, that I've got my playset of now, the barbed thingamawhatsit, I think that's the technical term. Razor's Edge. The only downer about pulling that cold foil legendary so fast is now it's like, well, this early on, the odds are against us having a whole lot more spectacular thrills. We do get a second Majestic, though, a Cyclone Roundhouse. It just feels like that. Skip to the next box. There aren't going to be any more, no more major excitement going forward, right? That's the other wild thing. So I've pulled 6 now legendaries. This is my 3rd case. Of those 6 legendaries, ooh, Mask of Many Faces, rainbow foil. I can't remember if I have a copy of that in rainbow foil yet. That might be something helping me out for my collection. I like that. 4 of the 6 legendaries I pulled are Vambraces. Both cases I have opened so far have had 2 Vambraces. One, they're both rainbow. One was 1-in-1 cold foil in rainbow. So Vambraces are popping up quite a lot. There's Red Death Touch, my favorite. Yeah, that's always the hit or miss of when you're opening something. You love to see your legendary cold foil hit, and then you're like, pulled it early, stab wound, spike with inertia. So now, yeah, that's funny. I'm not even at the halfway point, and I already have a cold foil this box, a cold foil legendary to boot, and 3 Majestics. That back half of this box could be the opposite of interesting. Or Wash from Firefly's definition of interesting. Oh god, we're all gonna die. I don't think that's true, but I mean, eventually, I guess, but you know what I mean. Leave me alone. This is what happens when I start trying to be funny late at night. Ooh, Majestic foil. Rainbow Knives Out. As I think about it, I'm not sure I've pulled a copy of that in foil or non-foil yet. Maybe one non-foil in that very first case, but I wouldn't swear to it. Pearl. I was about to say, is that 2 Azaleas? That'd be kind of funny. I have run into getting the same quiver token in both token slots. Scrap Malign, Threadbare, and Uzuri. I mean, this box is already a win. We're just in the doldrums phase after it has already proven itself to us. Still expecting 2 more Majestics, I'd say. There's one of them. Dishonor. The Majestic that is very situational, very tricky to set up, but will absolutely win and lose tournaments for some people. It's a pretty potent effect, just wrecking hero abilities if it manages to hit while meeting all the other conditions of the stuff that is hit before it. There is Seeker's Hood, another common rainbow foil equipment. I know they're not super fancy or whatever, but I like to sleeve those at least early on. First little bit of the set. They're still a little something fancy to me. Spy. Bleed out. There's just a little something. I like it. The shiny stuff's neat. The non-foil one, how about that? I think I got a cold foil of that in the first case. But yeah, at this point, I mean, honestly, we're looking pretty good on our playset. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. Legendary number 2 of box 1. Good grief, a rainbow foil flick knives. So that is 2 legendaries, 1 each, rainbow and cold foil in box 1 of this case. So I was wrong about. And then there's a majestic quiver. It's trying to sneak in there too. Quiver of rustling leaves. What's this one do? Put the top card of your, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an arrow, put it face up into your arsenal and destroy a quiver of rustling leaves. What I like about that is that if it's not an arrow, you don't destroy it. You just look at it, you reveal it to your opponent, and then you move on. I kind of like that. I'm going to come back and look at flick knives again, because that's another one that I pulled flick knives in the rainbow foil flick knives in my first case. So that is yet another legendary that I have seen repeat. But this is a pretty good one. I honestly think this might be the best. I want to say the trench, but part of me feels like it's not. This may be the best overall legendary equipment. And maybe the quiver too, but like the actual gear equipment slot ones. Target dagger you control that isn't on the active chain link deals 1 damage to target hero. If damage is dealt this way, the dagger has hit and destroy it. So that's another way to sneak in those on hit effects, reducing later attacks from daggers. Plus, I mean, it's also just a sneaky way to get a damage in, because unless they want to, you know, there are the cards in this set, brush off and stuff like that, that can ignore some, that can prevent some damage. But it's that same deal that, you know, at that point, unless they want to waste a whole oasis on that, like you're getting that in. And I see something gold in the back already, because I'm bad at this. What? Really? First pack, second box of this case. That is a second rainbow foil legendary flick knives from this case. This is a weird set, guys. This is a weird set. Oh, snap. All right. This is a duplicate for me, but that is a... Well, maybe not. I might have had the other one. I feel like it was this one, though. But that's a rainbow foil majestic orbitoclast weapon. So that's 2 solid hits in the first 2 packs of this box already. Goodness. There is Melting Point. That's another Ranger Majestic that I look forward to. Test driving. It's definitely, it's one of those. It may be a, I mean, it's a solid buff in and of itself. but it might just be a sideboard, depending on matchup. I'm not sure. I'll need some experimenting with, but 2 flick knives in this case already. 2. And a cold foil legendary already. So this is another, already early in this case, we've matched the first case I opened with 2 rainbow foil and a cold foil legendary. So 3 total. That's one thing is for sure. You cannot say opening this set, I know what to expect from the case I'm opening, because that is not true. There is Collapsing Trap. I already have that one, and since it's legendary, I only need 1, so that's no collection help there. This is really legitimately just wild. Just a very unpredictable set. I mean, this box has certainly already won. The first box already won. This is pretty much to the point where this case, not even halfway through the second of 4 boxes, this case has essentially already won. I mean, especially thinking about the, you know, we got that Orbitoclast too. Bloop. Looking for a scrap. It's another rainbow foil common. Malicious Manifestations. I've seen quite a few of that one, I feel like. I feel like the rainbow foil equipment, there was a decent chunk of it in Uprising, honestly, to be fair. I feel like the frequency of those, Give and Take, Majestic number 3. I feel like the frequency of the rainbow common equipment has increased here, which isn't bad. I kind of like that, and that's an easier way than the cold foils for people to kind of bling out decks a little bit too. So I definitely like that touch. It just does, just noting that it seems like there are more of them. 3 rares in a row there. Lace, Bleed Out, Recoil. That's another thing, that the rares are weird in this set, where you can have anywhere from 1 to 3 non-foil rares. Just kind of interesting. What's a Threadbare? You don't have to tell me that my jokes don't get any better the second time. I know. Sedation Shot. See, there is a 1 rare right there. It's just weird. Like, I feel like they were in a good spot with that. Hey, you're getting at least 2 rares. So it feels weird to backtrack from that. I think Brian Gottlieb confirmed that that is the case. That it was a known thing and not just a, oh, that was an oopsie. Now that said, there are all kinds of funky things in this set that may or may not be oopsies. I'm not sure if I'd prefer them be oopsies. Hey, I think this is a duplicate for me. I think I got it in my first case, but there is the cold foil for this box. That's a Seeker's Hood. Codex. I think I still needed 1 more Codex of Bloodrot, so I'm happy to see that. We're pretty much, this is another thing. Last time I said this, something else silly. I think the second or the first, I think Flick Knives showed up. But I feel like we're only looking for one more Majestic with about 6 packs left over here. So this could be a pretty dull last 6 packs. I'm only expecting, well, there's a Rainbow Foil Majestic. That is Rainbow Foil Majestic number 2. Wander with Porpoise. It's not the right spot to be, and I think I need that one. Even better. So I guess that's to say 4 packs left. I would still, we've already gotten a legendary, a cold foil, and a rainbow foil Majestic. So if this isn't true, I would expect to see one more Majestic. I'll just phrase it that way. One more non-foil Majestic is all I expect at this point. And then we'll cruise into box 3. Let's see if it dishes out the same kind of nonsense. Barbed Undertow. That was the arrow I was trying to remember earlier that I really like. Yeah. There's a Fletch. Foil yellow Fletch. Like that. There's Lace, Destructive, Toxic Tips, Riptide, and Uzuri. Last pack. Ooh. Bonus Majestic. Another copy of Dishonor to boot. And a yellow Death Touch foil. Alright. That's a pretty happy finish to that box. So now I'm wondering, we've already got 3 legendaries. Is the rest of this case, did we super duper front load the excitement again? So, the odds say yes. But for some reason, I don't know, I guess you could say I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling lucky. We'll see if I'm feeling that way for good reason or not. Stab Wound. That might finish out my playset there. So we've got 1 Majestic so far. None of that first 2-pack magic that we had in the last box with a Flick Knives and a Knives Out. Lace with Inertia, Hurl, and a Rainbow Foil Blade Cuff, which I'm almost positive I do need. And a cold foil right there. Sweet. A cold foil this early makes me think we might have another one coming. But a cold foil Wayfinder's Crest. That is a cold foil I did not have yet. So the thrills do indeed, at least for me. I'm excited. Ooh, both versions of Uzuri. That shows that what I like. The young version having the different border. And life has changed this person. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Toxicity. There's my pal Amnesia again for Majestic number 2. Fletcher Redtail. I don't know, maybe. So I said I'm feeling lucky. Usually even when I'm feeling lucky, there's one box in a case that kind of doesn't hit quite as hard as the others. I'm going to say I think this is the breather case, or the breather box from the case. That's what I'm thinking. Considering we've got a common cold foil already, 2 majestic. I don't know. This just has the feel of a breather box. Death touch, sneak attack, short and sharp. I did win my local armory a couple weeks back and got my cold foil promo barbed castaway. Pretty happy with that. Backstab, pendulum trap, scouting, fisticuffs, cracked bobble, and frailty. Bleed out. There is majestic number 3, spreading plague. That's our friend that's a attack reaction that however many cards your opponent has blocked with, why don't they go ahead and get that many blood rot? Which can be really dirty. That could be a pretty chunk of damage. Ooh, premeditate. There we go. That's a majestic that I'm very fond of as a generic. So it's next time an attack action card hits a hero this turn, create a ponder. And the next attack action you play from arsenal gains +3. Especially for, I mean, ranger or assassin. I mean, lots of classes can use that for sure. But especially as a ranger buff, I think that is a really solid generic card. That's one that I expect to make decks. I expect to win games. I expect it to end up very good and well regarded. We're only expecting one more majestic this box, and we've still got 8 or better packs left. Spinning wheel kick, humble. That's what I'm saying. I still think this is the quiet box, and that we bounce back again and really knock the home run with box 4. I just got that feeling. I just have that feeling. Hey, well, there's the majestic we're hunting. So this puts us at pace. That's 5 majestics. So anything else we get is a pleasant surprise, but we've still got, it might even be, looks like about 7 packs left without knocking over the stack trying to count them. That's a lot of packs left. We got 3 rares. That's a lot of packs left to not hit at least another majestic, I feel like. I think another Majestic's coming. I think that's what I'm calling. We're getting one more Majestic, or just a really bored run of packs. Is also always a possibility. There's Toxicity, Boulder Trap. There's another Rainbow Foil Seeker's Hood. I needed the first one. Did not quite need the second one. We've already got a cold foil this box. There's Wreck Havoc. I don't know, 3 packs left. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there legitimately just is not another Majestic coming. But it just is so many packs in a row. There we go. Silver Wind Shuriken. My gut was right. We did have one more Majestic waiting in the wings. So that's now 2 boxes this case with 6 non-foil Majestics rather than the 5 I had been noting. So that's already kind of an intriguing diversion from what I've been seeing. But overall, I'd say, you know, 1 extra Majestic, I would still say that this box has qualified as a lull box. Will the final bit of my prediction prove true? Will box 4 take this from a home run box to a home run case to a grand slam? Let's see. I've still got that feeling. There is Visit the Floating Dojo. I think I only have 1 copy of that, I think. So that's nice to see. Getting a pretty solid number of rare foils. I know I was lacking a lot of those too. We're definitely, regardless of anything else, we are making pretty solid collection progress. So I will take that all day, every day. I've already pulled enough duplicate freaking fan braces. Give myself some trade fodder on top of it. That's wonderful, right? I joke. I mean, I'd rather pull different legendaries, I suppose, but also, oh, and all these copies of Flick Knives now, too. Fletch Blue Sneak Attack. I think I need this Rainbow Foil Fisticuffs. See, this is going really well. Don't listen to me if I start sounding like I don't think it's going well. I'm wrong. This is going super well. You know how you can tell in the first place? Those 3 legendaries. That said, I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff that I need to fill holes. And I got stuff to trade for the holes I don't fill pulling them. So if I sound like there is disappointment here, I am mistaken. Just tell me I am mistaken. You will be correct. You have my blessing. Another copy of Dishonor. I think this is the 3rd Dishonor this case. And I already had at least 2 of them. So I've got a lot of extra Dishonor to trade for other stuff. Just throwing that out there. Hurl, looking for scrap. Backstab, so there's a 3 rare pack. And I apologize. Sometimes I'm more talkative than others. I'm definitely no more talkative. Rephrase. Sometimes I have more value in what I'm talkative about. So this is about following our usual standard, though. We're still not quite halfway through this last box. And we've pulled roughly half of what we expect to see. A little under at this point. No cold foil or foil majestic yet. 3. Another quiver of rustling leaves. It's another one of those with equipment like that. I could see myself keeping an extra one for an additional ranger, but I only think I will have one ranger deck built at a time. So most likely lace with frailty. Fletch up. Okay. That's legendary number 4 for the case, or for the case. 1 cold foil, 3 rainbow foil. That is my 5th Vambrace of Determination. I ain't gonna complain about pulling a bunch of legendaries, that's for sure. I will not complain. I was right, though, when I said I thought we would have one more really big hit in this last box. That was definitely the case. Still no cold foil this box either. Now, if we end up seeing a cold foil legendary, you might get to see the Graham in stunned silence thing that happens occasionally. Luckily, it didn't happen on the video where I didn't have my camera. Shakedown. It's either my 3rd or 4th of these. That's at least a play set for me now of a really good assassin card. I'm glad to see that. So we are past the halfway point. We've got a legendary. We've got 4 majestics. We do not have a foil majestic or a cold foil. Are we going to get another cold foil majestic? Well, we are going to get a rainbow. 3 rares, first off. Bleed Out, Lace with Blood Rot, and a foil, second of the case. Foil Knives Out. This is wild as heck, y'all. I don't know what to make of any of this. I don't know what to make of any of this. Let's hurl. Bad touch. You're pretty close to... you've got me pretty close to stunned silence at this point. With so many legendaries. 3 copies of Flick Knives, 5 copies of Vambrace is what I'm looking at now. Toxicity, there is Majestic number 5. for this last box of this case. There is Humble. There is Recoil. So looking at 4 packs left. After getting that last one, we got a legendary. We might get a cold foil. But a cold foil is the last thing that we are lacking that I might expect from this box. They're not guaranteed per se, so we may not get one. But that's kind of the logical landing point of what people would expect is one more cold foil. I'll settle for a common. That's fine. This box is, or case has already been pretty potent. Last pack. Is there a cold foil? Is there a cold foil? Last pack of the case. Wrap this thing up. And try not to spoil myself like I have a couple times. Already seeing the legendary border in the back as I have flipped through. Spinning wheel kick, malign. So no cold foil that last box, but I mean, here's what I mean. Legendaries. Quiver of Abyssal Depths in cold foil. 2 Flick Knives in rainbow. 1 Vambrace of Determination in rainbow. 4 legendaries. I mean that. Other things that I mean are Orbiter Class, Majestic Weapon foil. Pretty sure that's a duplicate for me. We get 2 cold foils, 3 more Majestic Rainbow foils, including 2 Knives Out, which is just funny to me. And then 2, I believe, this is 22 total non-foil Majestic 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Including, we got Shakedown, we got Shuriken, we got 2 Shakedowns, that's right. Codexes, Quivers, Premeditates, Dishonors. I don't know what to make of this set, y'all. It's really strange. It's fun to open, and I look forward to actually playing some of this stuff so I can speak a little bit more authoritatively on it. But what? That's all I can say. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I know these videos are longer, like I've said. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you're pulling, what your experience has been. Hopefully it's been anywhere close to as wild and interesting as mine. But thank you for your time. I know there's so many people you could be watching, things you could be doing, shows elsewhere, whatever the case may be. So anytime you spend with me, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, y'all.